time, Mum, I did not take any sleeping pills.
Well, you were thinking about taking
I was not.
Look, nobody sits around looking miserable with a bottle of sleeping pills unless they're meaning to take them.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Look, Mary, admit it. Now, I'm not going to be angry with you. Now, please, I promise you, I won't.
Hold on a minute, Louise. Look, just wait a minute, I said now, and be quiet, please. Now, just let the lassie say something, will you?
It's all right, but I want...
Louise!
Thanks, Sandy. Right, I am not very happy, but I wasn't going to take any pills, and I had no intention of taking any. All I was going to do was keep a couple beside my bed in case I couldn't sleep.
There you are.
All right, but why were you so unhappy? I mean, you were fine when we went out.
Look, Louise, will you just leave the lassie alone, eh?
She's my daughter, Sandy Mingus, and I'll ask you not to tell me when to leave her alone and when not to leave her alone.
Well, all right. That's me told, right?
Look, Mum, don't start fighting with Sandy. If you must know, Hughie Ross came round to see me.
Hughie? What was
He was drunk and a wee bit sad.
Oh, so he came round here to greet on your shoulder, eh?
Not exactly, no.
What do you mean? Do you mean to say that he
Look,
came round...
please, just knock it off, eh?
Well, I think you'd better be going home, Sandy Mingus.
Look, Mum, Hughie came round and I set him away with a flea in his ear and a slap in the face. Now, that's all there is to it. Look, I'm sorry, Sandy, but the only thing to stop this conversation is for me to go to my bed and you to go. Do you mind?
All right. Good night, Mary.
Good night.
Good night, Louise.
I'm sorry, but Harry has to clean up the residence lounge. However, if you want to carry on with your conversation, you may do so in the lounge bar. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to bed. Harry will let you out when you're ready.
Well, after that little interruption, let's get on. I must say it would have been easy to see you in the police station.
I told you I don't like going to police stations. Somebody might see you going in and think things.
If there's anything to be thought, Effie Murdoch will be up there thinking it. Anyway, as you were saying about Mr. Hewitt.
Look, I told you. After what I told you, well, you just fired me.
Just like that?
Just like that. With wages in lieu of notice, of course, the Friday after.
But today, you can't just sack people like that.
Well, he did.
But you could have him up in front of an industrial tribunal for wrongful dismissal.
Well, he'd say something. That I was inefficient or something. And that McManus, he'd back him up.
You stick by the rest of your story about what went on before you were sacked.
Would I tell you everything if I wasn't going to stick by it?
And you'd be willing to swear out a complaint?
Yes. Yes, if I have to.
Oh, you'll have to, if this is to go any further.
Well, I'll do it. I'll do it now.
Well, for that, you'll have to come to the police station.
Oh, well, I would. I will.
There's just one thing wrong.
What's that?
Corroboration. You need witnesses to support you.
Nobody else was there.
Well, that makes it difficult to build up a case.
Well, there must have been someone who saw me coming out the building. Yes, of course there was.
And who would that be?
I'll let you know when I come to swear out my complaint.
Now?
Look, when I'm good and ready. When I told you all this, I didn't think there'd be a whole lot of red tape to go through. I'll let you know when I'm good and ready.
Well, I suppose I can do something while I'm waiting. I can make inquiries. But if you don't swear out that complaint, it could be wasting police time.
Look, just because a girl's nervous. Well, yes, I'm nervous. After all, it's been an ordeal. You're going to sit there and do nothing.
All right. I'll ask around. I'd like it to be said that we ignored the complaints of decent lassies.
You nearly finished, Mr. Goldsby. I mean, I'd really like to get my head down, up at the crack of dawn in this job,
You're not the only one, Harry Murdoch. However, we're off. I'll just be walking Miss Carroll home. Matter of protection, you understand?
The more I think about it, Gina, the more I'm convinced I'm going to lose this election.
You tell me Todd Baxter's going to be a councillor? That's daft. You know how much I wanted you to be a counsellor.
Don't always get what we want in this life. Oh, it's arrived.
Wait, I'll get you breakfast, son. Like a wee bit fried bread
Oh,
or
no,
something?
no, look, nothing to eat, Mum. You haven't got a couple of aspirins, have you?
Oh, Hugh, you poor wee soul. I'll get you some.
Oh, Hugh, you poor wee soul, I'll get you some. Listen, your conduct last night was disgraceful.
Oh, I know, Dad, I know.
You insulted my best friend.
Oh, Jock, I'd forgotten about that.
Oh, well, I didn't.
Well, there's no need to shout. Anyway, I've seen him in worse states than I was.
Look, Jock's drinking habits are his business, and he doesn't go around insulting people.
He usually passes out before the...
What?
Oh, all right, okay. I said I was sorry, or at least I think I did.
All right, I'll make allowances for you this time, but look, for goodness sake, give up the booze, son.
I think I will. Wasn't he just Jock?
Oh, thought I was never going to find these. Peggy must have put them away at the back of the drawer when she was here.
I'll get away from my work.
Oh, I'll get you down the road, Dad. Thanks, Mum.
Right. Hey, Hugh, that's not nice.
Oh, no, maybe no, but it's quick, I think.
Bye-bye, dear. Poor laddie. Poor laddie. Coming. Coming. Oh, Louise, come in. Didn't get a chance to talk to you at Alec's meeting last night. Come in then, there's tea in the pot.
Well, I'll come in for a minute, but I'll not be needing any tea.
Well, I'm in the house anyway, Louise. What's the matter?
Well, what I've got to say, I can just say here.
All right then, what is it?
It's about your Hughie and my Mary. I've got something to tell you. It'll not take me long.
Yes, well, as I was saying, I just had to come in and tell you how I spoke out. Spoke out like a man for your friend Alec Ross, since you weren't at the meeting, you understand?
Yes, I had a great deal of work to get through. I still have. So you spoke up for Alec?
Oh, well, if I say so myself, oh, it was like a clarion call. Supporting a fellow creature, a fellow man, who, like myself, has purely altruistic motives at heart.
Altruistic means for the benefit of others. I've never seen you in that light.
No, but then, Hewitt, my good man, you've always been blind to the more obvious virtues.
To those in you, certainly.
A wanderer in the dark. You know, you lack charity, my friend.
A virtue you doubtless have excess of. Especially when it begins at home. Anyway, you say you spoke out in support of Alec?
Oh, I am informing you of that simple fact. You see, I think, in the end, we may all be on the same side.
Well, in that event, I'd be compelled to throw myself off the side. Any side, no matter the height, down to sanity and decency.
There is no need to indulge in petty slanders.
What's behind it all? That's what I'd like to know. Charlie Bradley trying to make you all look respectable before his trial, all supporting the one decent candidate.
Oh, dear, what unkind things you say. Mr. Bradley is, I believe, about to endure his trial, though I'm sure he will be vindicated. Such a charming man. Oh, not that I know him very well, of course, apart from, well, the occasional tipple at the Wilderness Arms.
You know, Provost, in olden days you would have been struck down by bolts of lightning for uttering lesser falsehoods.
We God-fearing men have nothing to fear from the all-powerful forces of nature. You, Arnold, you did startle me.
Oh, sorry, am I intruding?
I think the Provost is just leaving, before the lightning follows the thunder.
We've been open 5 minutes and there's nobody here.
Yes, it's quiet.
I wouldn't say that nobody in the bar is quiet. It's dead.
Probably think we're holding another political meeting, so they're staying away.
Oh, nonsense. Anyway, where else could they be drinking? The public bar's empty too. Oh, still, I'm glad those meetings are over. You know, Harry Murdoch, we can't afford to close the lounge bar with those meetings of yours.
Mine? You don't like that? Who was it gave over the bar for Todd Baxter's meeting, eh?
That was to oblige Mrs. Craddock.
Aye, and last night was to oblige Alec Ross. Anyway, I could pack this place solid every day if you let me get a couple of go-go dancers.
Oh, you're still on at that. Disgusting idea.
Well, they tell me that the Red Lion in Roxburn's pulling a fortune with one go-go dancer.
Are you sure that that information is accurate, Sandra?
Fred swears on it. So much so I've stopped him drinking there.
See? That's made you think, and after you've thought, you'll see I'm right.
Well, I wouldn't want anything vulgar. If it was genteel, artistic.
Oh, these girls are dead artistic with their old bumps and grinds.
Yes, well, I'll think about it. I'll give it my consideration. Might even consult Mrs. Craddock.
Oh, well, while you're thinking about it, we've got customers.
Oh, yes, well, I suppose you could call it that. With any kind of discreet dancing, of course, I'd have to bar the scruff.
Oh, there's nothing like a wee bit of scruff to make the place look picturesque. Anyway, Harry, I wouldn't let her talk about me like that if I was you.
I was not really.
Just a wee joke, a wee joke.
My Willie will have his wee joke.
I wouldn't let Miss Glass speak about herself like that if I were you, Willie McLean.
Oh, who's sharp the day then, eh? Still, we don't mind, do we, Anna?
No, Willie. No, the day we don't mind.
No, we are in here to celebrate. And since there's nobody else about, the drinks are on me for the three of you.
Well, I don't think I'd care to.
Be quiet, Effie. This is business. Oh, thanks very much, Willie. And what are you celebrating?
Ida and me is engaged.
Oh, very good. Congratulations.
Your weddings are busting out all over, eh?
That's impossible.
What's impossible?
Well, he's still married to Agnes McLean.
Hey, that's right.
Aye, but no for long. See, Agnes has filed for a divorce. And as soon as the divorce comes through, Ida and I's going to get hitched.
He's going to make an honest woman of me at last.
Well, you said it, Miss Glass.
So I did. I did.
Have a cider, Harry?
Oh, hey, Todd, it's on me.
No, it's all right, I'll get more.
Oh, now that is no way to talk to a prospective voter. Give me a cider, Harry.
Right. Oh, listen, after last night, I don't think I'll be looking for the odd vote.
Oh, confident are you, Todd?
Aye. And after linking Alec Ross with the Provost Evans Mafia, I think I could win it.
Oh, come on now. I mean, there was no link. I mean,
Oh, listen, I don't know any more than you, but
Aye.
you heard the Provost spouting for him last night.
Aye, but if you can
Harry.
look... Aye?
Where's my drinks?
It's just coming.
Todd, have you heard the good news? No. Ida and me's engaged. We're going to get married.
Aye.
Is that good?
No, fourth time, maybe.
Oh, chic. Listen to the poet calling the kettle black, eh? You're in the same position yourself, don't forget. I mean, you and Louise breaking up, wee bit of divorce here and there, you know. And of course there was that wee health worker. What was her name?
No, just forget it, Willie.
Oh, well, I thought maybe you and
Willie,
her...
just drop it, eh? Go on.
Okay.
Why let it, Harry? Make that cider a whiskey, will you?
No, glass.
Thought it was you. We'll have your meal ready shortly. Right. I've got something to tell you. Tell me then.
I went round and saw Jean Ross today.
What?
I did, and I'm glad I did. I told her that you and me's going to have nothing more to do with her. Well, don't look like that. I told her that Hugh Ross came round here drunk last night.
You
and-
had no right to do that.
Well, I think his behaviour gave me every right.
Jean Ross is your best friend.
Not anymore.
And I work for Alec Ross.
For the time being. As soon as another job comes up, you can hand in your notice. I told her that in the meantime you would carry on, you would do a good job.
How dare you interfering in my life and my work and everything? You're as bad as Dad used to be, Mum.
Don't you say that to me, Mary.
It's the truth. And in future you will not tell me who is going to be my friend. You will not tell him anything about me. Is that clear? And you will leave me alone. Come in.
Laura, listen, I know I'm early, but I thought I'd come up and see you anyway. I've walked in at the wrong time again, haven't I?
Any time's the wrong time here.
Look, why don't the three of us go together for a wee night, eh?
No way.
Louise said she didn't want anything more to do with us. Not her or Mary.
Oh, that'd be pretty difficult. I mean, Mary works for me.
But Louise says she's going to encourage her to leave as soon as she can get another job.
Look, I'd lay odds Mary knows nothing about this.
Maybe not, but it must have been Mary that told her mother that Hughie came round there drunk and... Oh, Anyway, I don't believe Hughie did what she says he did.
I could believe he'd do it. He was drunk, and his mood at the present time, I'll have to speak to him. That boy's become a menace to himself and to other people.
Especially Mary Baxter. Well, Alec, what's happened to Hugh? Ever since Sally passed over,
Look,
he's just
Jean,
gone...
we've bent over backwards trying to make excuses for him. But now he's got to get a grip of himself. I'll speak to him.
I'll have a whiskey, I think, Harry. What do you want?
Pim's number 1 on the rocks.
Half pint of heavy, Harry.
Thanks.
Well, what's all this about then?
Oh, just another wee job. One I reckon even you can handle.
Hey, there's no much I can handle when I put my mind to it.
No much that's straight. Anyway, that might be useful.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fancy getting involved in any more shady deals just now.
Even if Charlie Bradley says so.
Well, that's different, innit?
Yeah. What's that? It's 50, innit, Harry?
Aye, exactly.
Right.
Cheers.
Come on over here. You know Joan, don't you?
Aye. I'm looking forward to renewing the acquaintance.
The feeling's not mutual.
Or it might be. When I try, I'm irresistible.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought you were just plain unspeakable.
Oh, she's sharp, eh? Sharp as a razor. Squeeze along and let the wee boy in beside you.
He's to be my witness.
He'll do till we get something better.
Something better should be dead easy.
You can tell, can't you? The minute she saw me, love at first sight.
More like instant ulcers.
Oh, hi. I'm glad I caught you. I've got a job for you. Look.
Hi, Wally.
Oh, look, can you not see, Willie, I'm busy being insulted? Can you not do the job?
I can't do the job. I've got a job. I'm taking somebody to Riverbank. And you've got to take one of the new cars through to Edinburgh. Pick up Peter Carey, bring him back. You know that guy that's got the electrical warehouse, isn't it?
Do I have to?
Of course you do. Those new cars have got to pay for themselves. Now, away you go. When you're finished, come back to my place and I'll fill you in the story.
I suppose so. I'll see you again.
Not if I see you first.
See you when I come back, Fred.
Right, Wally.
If he doesn't watch it, his acne will break out again. Does it have to be him?
It's the best I could do at such short notice. Now, don't worry. If nothing else, he's one of the best liars I know.
I can believe it.
Well then, you go off and tell Goldsby we've got that witness we talked about, eh? And don't worry about anything. I'll fill Watson in on what's going on. And if he tries anything funny later on, I'll sort him out myself.
What is that you'll sort out, dear?
Oh, it's you, darling. Just a wee bit of business.
How's that so?
Off you go then, John.
Right. Cheerio, councillor.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, Mrs. Cully.
Cheerio, Mrs. Cully. I'll cheerio Mrs. Cully if I hold her. Oh, look, Fred. Is there something going on between you two?
Oh, Sandra, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, it's just business.
Well, so I keep hearing, but I don't know if I believe it. Oh, Fred, if I ever caught you out playing with... Oh, I'm warning you.
You'll never catch me, because I don't do anything.
Well, just make it stay like that, OK? Now, look, would you buy a drink or something? I'm fed up with you hanging around this bar and you never even buy a round. Folk will think you're skint.
I've just bought one for Harry. Anyway, I don't care what folk think. It's what I know that matters.
Well, with your mind, dear, that can't be much.
What's you?
Was tea already?
It will be. Your father wants to talk to you first.
Oh, what about this time?
Your father'll tell you.
What's your father now? It must be Grim. Where is he?
He's upstairs. He'll be down in a minute.
All right, then a step for a hint.
Last night,
I've already apologised for that.
Louise Baxter came round to see me today.
Oh.
Oh, you're home, eh?
Ah, no, it's my ghost.
Oh, it might well be if you're gone as you're doing. I want to talk to you.
So I hear.
I'll get his meal ready.
Now, don't rush.
Oh, come on, does a condemned man not get a decent meal before the trapdoor opens?
Don't try to be funny. Now, listen to me, you. I was easy on you this morning because you've been through a rough time of it. But I didn't think you would use it as an excuse to go around to Mary Baxter's there and make a pass at her.
Oh, no, Dad, I told you I was drunk.
That's no excuse, and you should have been drunk.
Oh, now, come on.
Come
Dad.
on, nothing. Now, look, Hughie, you've got a choice. You can either stay in this house or you can get out. But if you stay here, you've got to get a grip of yourself.
All right. I'm sorry. I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why Sally had to die. I just don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Well, that's it then. I've said what I have to say. That's it, finished. Don't you just go and get yourself something to eat. But look, in the future, will you try to behave like a decent human being?
All right. Look, I just don't feel empty though. I'm just going out. What? Don't worry. I'm not going to get drunk.
Look, Hughie!
Where's he gone?
He's gone out.
You've chased him out. The poor laddie hasn't had his meal.
Who is it?
It's me, Hughie.
Get lost.
No, look, it's all right. I'm not drunk. You can open the door for a minute. It'll be okay.
All right, you can come in. But one wrong move and you are out.
Look, I just come over to apologise for last night.
You were plastered.
Boy, was I plastered, eh? I've had a few lectures from my dad already. Oh, not that he isn't right, but I've just been pretty low recently, that's all.
I know, I understand. Look, my mum went to see your mum, you know.
I know, that's what the last lecture was about.
Oh. We should just leave us alone, eh?
Look, I'm sorry, Mary.
It's all right. Understand. Anyway, it gave me a good chance to get a swipe at you. I've been wanting to do that for years.
Oh, I deserved it. Feel free any time.
Well, I might take you up on that. Look, would you like a cup of coffee?
Look, no, I better be going, in case your mum comes home.
Oh, she's out with Sandy Mingers. She won't be back for ages.
Nah, better be going.
Okay, suit yourself.
See you around.
Bye. See you around.
Come in. Yes, what is it?
Oh, it's you, Sergeant. What can I do for you?
I went to your flat. Neighbours told me you were probably working late.
Well, got a heck of a lot to get through. Anyway, all I do at home is watch television.
Must be a pretty quiet life for a bachelor. No girlfriends, eh?
Not currently. What's this about?
Want to talk to you.
About my private life? About the monastic existence while I raise up a new Garnock?
Yes, about that. About the monastic existence, yes. Must be very quiet.
It is.
Even frustrating in some ways?
Goldsby, what is this? What are you doing here?
Mr. Hewitt, I have to tell you that a serious allegation has been made against you.